Okay. So yesterday we saw the back-to-back transfer order, and we saw all the setups and end-to-end transaction of how we can implement back-to-back transfer to fulfill the sales order, right? Now, in this session, we are going to see the back-to-back buy flow and also the dropship flow. So yesterday we had seen, let me take you to the order. So we had seen how the orchestration process looks like for back-to-back transfer order: schedule, request orchestration flow, pause, ship back-to-back, good, send invoice. And if I take you to the fulfillment line, we saw the supply order number was created, and this was the flow of transfer order, wherein we had a transfer order created, reserved, entire organization shipment happened, then the receipt happened in the receiving organization, which was RV organization 1, and the fulfillment was completed. So we saw the end-to-end flow. So let me take you to the Excel sheet. So let's begin with the back-to-back buy, wherein the item quantity is not available in the warehouse. So they're not going to order it from some other warehouse. They are going to buy it from a supplier. So they're going to procure it from a supplier. And then after they have received the goods, after the supplier has shipped it, they will ship it to the customer. So that is something known as back-to-back buy. And dropship means you receive an order from a customer, you intimate your supplier to ship it directly to the customer and to create a logical receipt for your warehouse. So you are not receiving it in your warehouse. The supplier only is sending it to the customer directly. So that is a dropship flow. So both these flows involves a lot of procurement as well. So you must be thorough with procurement module, in order to execute the procurement tasks. But I've listed it down. These both flows involves both the order management and inventory setup tasks, and also the procurement set of tasks, right? So
So,
yeah.
sorry, please, what will you say is the key difference or are the key differences between back-to-back buy and drop ship? Because the two are both sent to the customers. They're not being received by the supplier or by the company. So
No.
what?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
So back by means you are receiving it in your warehouse. So what is happening is, suppose there are two organizations. I mean, there's one organization, RV Org 1, right? And there is a supplier, RV supplier, and there is a customer. Customer is, suppose, RV2 customer, right? So when customer orders from your warehouse, you don't have enough quantity. So you order from the supplier and the supplier ships it to you, and then you
Yeah.
ship it to the customer. So you are receiving it in your warehouse, right? You are only shipping it to the customer. But in dropship, so this is a back-to-back buy flow. But in dropship, you receive an order from the customer and you tell the supplier. So the supplier don't ship it to you. The supplier directly ships it to the customer.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you're not storing anything in your warehouse.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. So let us begin with the back-to-back buy flow. This is something similar to what we saw yesterday, back-to-back transfer, but it involves a lot of procurement configurations as well along with these. So first of all, to implement back-to-buy or dropship, we have to enable few opt-in features in order management and procurement offering. So let me start with the very first setup of enabling opt-in feature. So let me go to my setup and maintenance screen and show you all the setups from the beginning. Then I will show you the end-to-end flow for both these. Then go to actions, go to offerings, and where is order management is here. Click on order management, click on opt-in features. And under order management, click on features. And if you go up, there is this dropship, right? You can see dropship. So this needs to be enabled for you to implement dropship. So this is the first setup. Then, so this comes under order management. Now the second one is under procurement. So let me take you there as well. So these are the two opt-in features which you must opt before configuring anything else. Then now go to procurement, click on opt-in features. And let it load. Yeah. So under procurement, click on this features edit icon because this page is always slow. This always takes time to load because this has so many features, right? So let it load. In the meantime, okay. Yeah. So now we are under procurement. Now we have to make sure this feature, customer says order fulfillment, is ticked. So this is compulsory for both back-to-back buy and dropship. So these two features must be opted in. One is from order management, one is from procurement. So this is the very first setup that you have to do. So that's it. Now let me come to the second task. Assign additional rows and data access to view supply chain orchestration work area and execute procurement tasks. So this is same. So yesterday I had shown you these 5 rows, right, which is needed to access supply chain orchestration work area. So along with these 5 rows, you also need, so along with these 5 rows, you also need a few of the procurement rows, like procurement requester, advanced procurement requester, to be able to create requisitions, buyer to create sales order, and supplier manager to create a supplier or manage a supplier in Oracle. So these 4 are procurement rows. So you need it for both this one and dropship as well. You need the same kind of rows. So these are additional to what the rows which I had already told you in our standard sales order flow. So you must have seen all these rows which we have been assigning from 6 weeks. So these rows must be there. Along with these, in the advanced fulfillment techniques, these rows should be there. What I've listed it down in my sheet. So same way, you need to go to security console and assign these rows. And then when we come to the data access part, so like yesterday, for these 5 rows, you need a business unit data access, same. And for procurement, for the procurement requester and advanced procurement requester, you need a business unit data access only. And for buyer and supplier manager, we need to create a procurement agent. The same way we had created, right? We need to create a procurement agent. So let me show you the procurement agent tasks. Let me show you from the beginning. Let me go to security console. So our user is Adam Henry. So see, he has a buyer role. Then advanced procurement requester role. Then all these 5 rows, what I had shown you yesterday: supply chain application administrator, planner, operations manager. And then he will also have a supplier manager role to create new suppliers in Oracle, and procurement requester to be able to create requisitions in Oracle. Then he also has data access. Let me show you that part. So let me query in my user and show you what access he has. Yeah. So like the way you had seen yesterday, these advanced roles has business unit data access and even advanced procurement requester, and procurement requester will have business unit data access, RB business unit. Then I think initially only we had created a procurement agent, right? So let me show you that as well. This comes under procurement. So yeah, here is, he had already given him the procurement agent access in the beginning only of our sessions. So Henry, Adam Henry, RB business unit, and we had given him all the access, the acquisitions, purchase orders, manage suppliers. These three we need as of now. So this is given to him. Yes. So now we will move on to the third task in B2B flow, back-to-back buy flow, which is to create an item and assign relevant item attributes. So for this session, I have created an item known as RV tablet B2B buy. This is the name of the item. So let me take you there. So item also we need to create the exact same way we had created yesterday. Just that one attribute should be no. I'll tell you. We will have to go to product management, product information management. Search for manage items and search for our item. RV. So our item is this. See, yesterday we had created a RV smartphone B2B T, which is transfer. For this session, I have created RV tablet B2B buy. This is the name of the item, just the name. For recognition purpose, I have given. So this is the item. And if I go to specifications, everything is same, right? Just that one thing is different, which is for internally transferable, it should be no, right? Because we're not going to transfer it internally. Like even if you make it yes, it will not be of any harm. But just that I have made it no. And other attributes are as it is. Customer ordered, customer orders enabled, back-to-back enabled should be yes. This is compulsory because this is a back-to-back buy flow, right? Then order management transactions enabled, shippable, invoiceable, invoice enabled. These should be yes. That's it. And other attributes, as you know, and the planning, this should always be MPS planning. The same way we have created our RV printers item. No difference. And one more thing is, because we are going to purchase it from a supplier, right? This item, the purchased flag and purchasable flag should always be yes. Purchased yes, purchasable yes. And we should give it a unit price, a purchase price. I have given it 150. So that's all we need. And then we need to associate it with our two organizations, RV1 and RV2. I have done the association as well. So these are same as we have been doing till now. That's it. Okay. Operational attribute groups we already know. We just need to make those as master, those attributes. So that we have done. Then since we have created a new item, right, we need to add it to our pricing list. The same way we had done yesterday, right? So let me go to the pricing list. That comes under order management and pricing administration. So this is our price list, RV2 price list. So as I told you yesterday, whenever we are creating a new item and we need to assign a price to it, we don't need to do all these configurations again. We just need to add that item in our already existing price list. That's it. So let me show you that item. Search that item by line type by. So this is our item, RV tablet B2B buy. I have added it to the pricing list and I have created a charge for it as $500. So that it can appear in the sales order. That's it. And this price list is already added to the strategy. So We don't have to do anything. We just need to come here, add our new item. So that is done. Okay. Then we need to go to the manage order management parameters. So this is an important setup. Let me change the offering to order management and type in parameters, order management parameters. Go there. So there is one very important parameter which we need to set. Let me show you that. So item validation org, you already know. I had shown you at the beginning only. This is for standard sales order itself. For advanced fulfillment techniques, especially for back-to-back buy and for dropship orders, since we are procuring right from a supplier, we should come to this parameter known as prepare for procurement. So it says that indicates worker information for Oracle Fusion procurement, specific to dropship and back-to-back orders. So this is especially for dropship and back-to-back buy. So we should come to this task and we should, insert our business unit, which is RV business unit, and our preparer name, which is Adam Henry itself, because we have given him all the rows. And this is the user we have been using all this long, right? So we need to assign that over here, these two columns only, that's it. So this is the next setup that we need to do. Then after doing all these, we need to go to collect planning data so that all these are in sync, like the way we have been running all this while, right? And if you don't run correct planning data, this new item will not come under ATP rule or assignment set. You will not get them in the dropdown. So you need to run collect planning data at this point after creating new data. Then we will begin with the GOP setups, ATP rule, sourcing rule, assignment set. So let me go to the global order promising, go there. Order management, global order promising. The same place wherein we go and configure our ATP rule, sourcing rule, assignment set. So I will go to the ATP rule. And what is the ATP rule? RB ATP rule only. We are using the same ATP rule, which we have been using. If I click on edit, see, this remains the same. There's no change in this page. Only the second tab, ATP rule assignment. We need to add our new item. So what is that item we have created? RV tablet B2B buy. So I've added our item over here in the assignment set. And we are using the same ATP rule, which we created initially for the standard order only. So everything is right over here. That's it. Now, after ATP rule, we need to go to the sourcing rule. So if I search my sourcing rule, see, so sourcing rule is very important. This decides how our what kind of flow will occur in the order management. See, so for our standard order, what did we do? Let me show you again from the beginning. For our standard order, we said for global, transfer from inventory org 1, rank 1, or transfer from inventory org 2, right? Then we created a local sourcing rule also in the beginning. And we said if there's not enough on-hand quantity in RV inventory org 2, then buy from some supplier, Midtown Computer Supplies or something. So this was as per our initial RV printers order, standard order. Then yesterday we saw the back-to-back transfer order, global and local sourcing rules. So if I show you that again, here it is, RB sourcing rule, global B2BT. B2BT means back-to-back transfer. So I created two rules, global, and in this I said transfer from RB inventory org 1. And if there's not enough on-hand quantity in RB inventory org 1, then I created a local sourcing rule for RB inventory org 1, and I said transfer from RB inventory org 2. So that's what it did, right? It did the inter-organization transfer and it created a transfer order. Then I transferred from org2 to org1. Then I shipped from org1 to the customer. Back-to-back transfer yesterday. Now for today's session, I have created two more rules for back-to-back buy. So in the first rule, RB sourcing rule global back-to-back buy. Global rule, what am I saying? I am saying simple, this rule only. Transfer from RB inventory org1, 100%. So the first preference is if there is on-hand quantity in RB inventory org1, then transfer from there only. If there is not enough on-hand quantity, then I have created a local sourcing rule. RB sourcing rule, local B2B buy. And I've associated it with RB inventory org1. And over here, I'm saying buy from RB suppliers, RB site. So I'm telling him to buy from RB supplier. So this is how we create a B2B buy sourcing rule. So this supplier I have created, I have done the procurement setups as well, which I will also show you. So buy from this supplier. So whenever you want to execute a back-to-back transfer, buy or make, you always need to have a buy, transfer or make in the local sourcing rule for that organization. So that's what I've done yesterday and today as well. Now these two rules, back-to-back, buy, local and global, we need to link it right in the assignment set. Then the third task is over here is manage assignment set like usual. And I've created my same assignment set I'm using, RB assignment set. So in this assignment set only, I have linked both these rules. Where is it? Yeah. RB tablet back-to-back buy. So I have attached my item of RB tablet back-to-back buy with the global sourcing rule. And then I have attached my RB tablet back-to-back buy of item and organization with the local sourcing rule, the usual way we have been doing till now. There's no change here. So these three are the setups from global order promising. And then I had to go to this manage administration profile values in the global search. Let's search that. Same thing, administrator profile values, and make sure our assignment set is listed. That is the default one. Go to the application, global order promising, click on search. And you can see in this MSP default assignment set, our assignment set is listed. So we are good here as well. Then manage receiving parameters, you guys have already seen. We need to set manage receiving parameters for both the orgs, RB org1 and RB org2. So if I go, same thing like I had shown you yesterday, no difference over here. So this we had already configured at the time of standard sales order only, right? Manage receiving parameters. So same way. Then manage transit times. So over here, there is one new addition. I will show you. Manage transit times. So the supplier from whom we would be procuring the goods is RB supplier, which I've created using the procurement setups. And so I need to define the distance of RB supplier to my organization, right? So I'm going to receive the goods from RB supplier to my RB inventory org1, right? So I need to define in the system how much time it takes. So if you see in the second setup, I have defined it. RB supplier to RB location 1. It takes 3 days. So this addition I need to define, right, for back-to-back buy for the system to calculate the scheduled arrival date. So it takes 3 days, to procure a good from RB supplier to our location, our warehouse. And then from our warehouse to the customer's warehouse, we already know, we had already defined. So let me show you that as well again. Let me click on cancel and requery the task. And we had already defined earlier RV location 1 to RV2 customer. It takes 3 days. So total, it will take 5 days. If we adopt back-to-back buy transfer flow, right? And yeah, back-to-back buy. So the supplier will ship it to us and we will ship it to the customer. Yesterday's case, organization 2 was shipping it to us and we were shipping it to the customer. So these are all the setups in terms of order management and inventory, right? So the procurement setups are same in both the back-to-back buy and drop ship. So the procurement side setups are same. So I will show you this as well in the end, even though we are not covering procurement, right? So I mean, this is a prerequisite that you should have attended procurement session to implement back-to-back buy and drop ship. But I will show you these setups. I will touch base on these as well in the end. So as of now, I've shown you all the OM and inventory setups we need and rows as well. So let's start with the execution of it, with the back-to-back buy execution, and let's see how it appears in the system. Then these setups will make more sense. Okay. So let me go to the system. And yeah, after doing all these as well, you need to run collect planning data for these to sync in the system. And then after 10-15 minutes, you need to start creating your order. So let me go to home button. And where is my order management here? Go to order management. So let's create a new order. Click on create order. Now same thing we need to enter RV2 customer. Order type is as usual RV order type. These things are defaulting from the customer setups. Now item is our RV tablet back-to-back buy. Where is RV tablet back-to-back buy? Yeah, this is a new item. So till now, what items we have used? We have used RV printers in our standard sales order. We have used RV smartphone B2B yesterday for back-to-back transfer. Today, we are going to use RV tablet back-to-back buy. And later on, I will also show you dropship after this end-to-end flow. So click on OK. Yeah, you can see it is out of stock because we have not created any miscellaneous receipt in any of the orgs. We have just created the item and we have not given the item any on-hand quantity. So it is out of stock. It is not available in our warehouse. And this 500 is obviously coming from the RV2 price list, what we have defined. See, it is coming over here. So that is good. Click on add. So this is added. If I go to actions, view price strategy and segment, RV pricing segment, RV2 pricing strategy, as usual, nothing changed here. So pricing and all, we're not changing anything, right? Just the flow, GOP flow. And if I go to the second tab, ship to contact, everything is okay. Requested date, I will have it in the future 24th. Shipping method is defaulting from the pre-transformation rule, what I showed you yesterday. Then if I go to shipping, packing instruction is also defaulting from the pre-transformation rule. FOB, let's give it our FOB RV destination. And supply tab, we will leave it as blank. We will leave the GOP to calculate our supply. Then go to the third tab. What is it? Bill to contact. Let's choose Alex Haley coming from the top. Payment terms, RV930, our payment term. That's it. We don't need to enter anything else. As simple as that. That's it. Now click on submit. Let's see if our GOP will kick in the back-to-back buy flow or not and how it will look like. Just copy this. Click on OK. In the meantime, let me paste it over here. Sheet 1. This is back-to-back buy. Okay, anyways. So now I will go to actions. I will go to switch to fulfillment view. And if I go on the right, DO order fulfillment generic process. So this is fine. I will click on my process number. Go to orchestration plan. Yeah, click on refresh. So you can see how fast it has happened. Schedule has happened. Now what is the next step which has happened? Request orchestration of supply, then pause, then ship back-to-back goods awaiting shipping. So all this has already happened. This has happened quickly. All these statuses has already happened. Now if I go to the second tab of fulfillment line, if I come down, you can see back-to-back supply order number is generated and supply status is awaiting supply, right? And why is the arrival date 29th? If the ship date is 24, why is it 29? 3 plus 2, right? From supplier to our org 3 days and from our org to the customer 2 days. So total 5 days. It is calculating the exact value. So this is also right. Schedule arrival date. Supply order number is generated awaiting supply. Yes. So now let's click on this hyperlink, supply order number, and let's see what is happening there. Just select the second line. So you can see, and if I go to the orchestration plan, so this orchestration plan would be different from the one we saw yesterday. And this is different from the order management orchestration plan. This is a back-to-back buy orchestration plan. So we can see the status now is in requisition. The supply source is RV supplier, because that's what we have given, right, in the GOP sourcing rule, to fetch it from the RV supplier in the local sourcing rule. If I go on the right, supply destination is okay. So everything looks right. Now the orchestration plan is showing purchase requisition, purchase order, reservation, put away, fulfillment, completion. So this is a P2P flow in which we create a purchase requisition, then purchase order, then we receive it. So this is the exact P2P flow because we are executing a back-to-back buy, right? So if I click on refresh, in a while the requisition would be created. Yes, you can see the requisition, there is a tick mark in progress. And if I go to execution documents, you can even see the requisition number created, quantity 1. So the requisition is created. And in a while, after 2-3 minutes, if I keep clicking on refresh, you will also see the purchase order number will also be auto created. Because there are some setups in procurement, which I have implemented, these setups, which I will show you. So you can, automate the creation of PO from a purchase requisition known as touchless buying. So this is done, extensively shown to you in procurement training. But I have done the bare minimum setups in procurement, which is needed for us to create a PO from a purchase requisition. So I will show you at the end. So now our PR is created, purchase requisition is created. And in a while, even our PO would be created. If I go to execution documents, see our purchase requisition is created. And in a while, you will also see the PO number. If I go to the third tab of buy, you can see the requisition number is listed here. In make and transfer, there will be nothing because it is a buy, right? Back-to-back buy. So let's wait for some time. Then the PO will get created. Then we will have to receive it. We will have to receive it in RV inventory org1. And then from there, we have to ship it to the customer. So that would be the end-to-end flow of this back-to-back buy cycle. So let it, yes. Now you can see there's a tick mark in purchase order as well, green tick mark. So now if I go to execution documents, you can see the purchase order number has come. It has come, right? So the purchase order is created successfully. Now, if I go to the purchase order, let me show you how it looks like. So because we are ordering from a supplier, right, the supplier will need a purchase order. So let the purchase order load. I will show you how it is like the screen of PO. It is auto created. Yeah, this is the screen of a PO wherein we are listing everything: procurement business unit, requisition business unit, supplier, the amount, source agreement, ship to location, RV location one. See, the ship to location is RV location one, which is related to RV inventory org one. So everything has auto populated. The item name, description, price. So this is a PO screen. Click on done and go back to our order management screen.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why is the price different? This is $150. I think the sales order it was $500.
Yeah. So that is a $500 is a sales order price.
Okay.
That is the price we are selling to the customer. Now in the
Okay.
PO, it is sourced from an agreement or from a list price, what we gave in the this thing while defining the item. So this
Okay.
is not a sales order price. This is a list price.
List for purchase order price.
Purchase,
Okay.
yeah, correct.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, so this also I had shown. So we have created an agreement, PO agreement, and from there it is fetching. So this is a procurement setup, you know. So always the procurement price and sales order price would be different.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I will show you this again. I will show you this price is coming from this agreement.
The source agreement, the same thing as CPA or BPA?
Yeah, BPA, blanket purchase agreement, which I have created
Okay. Thank you.
to automate the PO creation from the PR. So this I've kept for the end. These are procurement setups, but I'll show you all these.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So if I click on refresh, yeah, you can see the purchase requisition is created, purchase order is created, and now reservation has happened. So reservation has happened. Now if I go to orchestration plan, let's see what it is over there. So it is telling me requisition order and reservation has happened. It is awaiting put away. Put away means to receive it in our inventory org so that we can ship it to the customer from our warehouse. And if I go back, click on done. If I come down, you can see the supply status is awaiting supply. So as soon as I receive the goods, this status will change to inventory available because there will be inventory available right in our warehouse. So let's see. So to receive it, we will follow the same method: supply chain execution, inventory management. Go to the task pane on the right. And go to receipts, receive expected shipments. Click on that. And I'm going to query my purchase order number over here, right? So what is my purchase order number? Let me go to supply order number. So this is my execution document. This is my purchase order number.
Mhm.
So I'm going to copy it. Go to receive expected shipment, RV inventory org one as the inventory organization. Just query that. Click on tab and click on search. Here it is. Now I'm going to receive it. Receive it in inventory org one so that we can have good amount of supply to ship it to customer. Quantity one, sub inventory, RV store one. That's it. Click on create receipt. Then click on submit. So wait for it to load. Yes, it was created. Click on OK. Now click on done. Now go back to our order management page. Now click on refresh. So in a while, our receipt will show over here. And if I click on done, and in a while, you will also see from awaiting supply, the status will change to inventory available because we have received one quantity right in our inventory org. So we have good enough quantity to ship it to the customer. Click on refresh. So it will come. Go to supply order number. select this line, orchestration plan, and in orchestration plan, put away will also be ticked, green tick. So wait for 2 minutes or 1 minute. Oh yeah, yes. There's a tick mark in put away. Go to execution documents. Yes, the receipt is coming. Receipt number is also coming. Inventory available. So receipt is also done. Click on done. And if I come down, you can see goods available. From awaiting supply to goods available. So now our inventory org has procured item from our supplier through a back-to-back buy flow. So that has happened. Now we need to ship it to the customer. Go to the orchestration plan of order management. So see, now ship back-to-back order, ship back-to-back goods. So now we need to do the usual, create a pick wave, pick release, ship, pick confirm, ship confirm, and two will ship it to the customer. So let's go to inventory management again, and same thing, exact same way. Go to picks, create a pick wave. Now we are shipping the customer from RV inventory org 1. So choose our release rule, RV pick wave release 1. Order type says order, order number. What is the order number? Go up, copy this, paste the same. Click on release now, pick release. These steps are exact same what we have been doing till now. Number of pick slips 1, that is good. It has been released through pick release. Now we need to go to confirm pick slips and query our order number. Delete this due date and all. Click on search. Yes, it has come. Click on this. Click on ready to confirm. Give the picked quantity as 1. We have picked 1 quantity. Then on the drop down, go to confirm and go to ship confirm. We are pick confirming and we are going to ship confirm.
Right. Just a quick one. In what circumstance do you use confirm and close?
Then if you have to not ship confirm now, like suppose you have moved your things from one sub inventory to the staging area, then you are ship confirming after 2 days. You need to ship
Okay.
it to the customer. Then you can have a gap
Okay.
in real time scenario. Like suppose you have moved it to the staging area, right? But your truck is not ready. It will be ready after 2 days. Then you just pick confirm and save and close. Then again you come to the screen after 2 days and ship confirm, where the goods have actually left your warehouse.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So ship confirm, shipped quantity is 1 only. And gross weight, I'll enter something. Because if you don't enter this, the system will throw you a useless warning. So I don't like that warning. So I'll just keep something 12. That is irrelevant, but yeah. Then click on ship confirm. Shipment was confirmed. Awesome. Click on OK. Click on save and close. So now our shipment has happened from our warehouse to the customer's place. Now go back to your order management screen. So in a while, when you click on refresh, this awaiting shipping will be shipped and it will go to awaiting billing like usual order. Oh yeah, see, shipped because we have shipped it, right? Now in 1 minute, it will be awaiting billing. So let me go to schedule process in the meantime. Schedule process. And when we ship confirmed, some processes are running in the background like usual. Packing slip report, bill of lading report, which I have shown you. Yes, now let's see. So we should create an invoice only when it is awaiting billing. Now it is awaiting billing, right? As we expected. Now we will create an invoice through the same manner, import auto invoice. Import auto invoice. Click on OK. RB business unit, transaction source as usual, DOO. Then I will give my sales order number here. Here, what is my sales order number? Copy, paste. Okay, that's it. Click on submit. Click on refresh. So it is running. So in a minute's time, this will be built and we will complete the end-to-end flow. And in the meantime, since we have shipped our order, let me show you the status. Go to fulfillment line. Go to our supply order number, back-to-back supply order number. Click on this. You can see in the execution documents, we have all the 4: reservation, purchase order, requisition, receipt. And in the orchestration plan, you can see everything is ticked. Fulfillment completion. So as soon as you ship it to the customer, the fulfillment would be complete. And if you go to buy also, 2 numbers will be there: requisition and purchase order. And if I go back, you can see the supply status is supply order closed. So initially it was awaiting supply. Then it became inventory available. Then now it has become supply order closed because end-to-end process has happened, isn't it? Then if I go to my orchestration plan, I have done, oh yeah, see, now it is built. Awesome. So this completes the end-to-end flow of back-to-back buy. This is what we need to do. So the only thing we are doing is we didn't have enough goods in our warehouse. So through the back-to-back buy flow, we are procuring from a supplier, and supplier is shipping the goods to our warehouse. And then from our warehouse, we are shipping it to the customer. And yesterday, what we do? Again, we didn't have inventory in our warehouse. So through back-to-back transfer, we were taking help of some different warehouse, and that warehouse was shipping it to our warehouse, and we were shipping it to customer from our warehouse. So these two flows we have seen till now. So the only difference is yesterday it was solely on the basis of order management and inventory and product information management setup tasks. But for today, we also need few procurement setups to take care of the procurement things, right? So if you would have attended procurement session before, then you would be aware of how to create a supplier, how to create approvals, how to create charge account. So those minor setups we need to take care of, how to create an agreement. So I will show you this. I will show you the procurement setups as well. So till now I've shown you all the OM and inventory setups, roles, created a sample data, and I've shown you the end-to-end flow. So any questions till now on this back-to-back buy? Anyone? Okay. How many people we have on this? Okay. So let me have some order, then I will continue with the next topic. Yeah. So this was back-to-back buy. So in the dropship as well, we have the same kind of setups. On the left-hand side, we have the same kind of setups. The only difference is we just have one additional setup in dropship, which is manage dropship financial flows. And procurement tasks are same in both. And even the roles needed are same. Data access is same. Right? The procurement roles, these 4 rows are needed. And supply chain orchestration work area to access that, these rows are needed, and data access is same. So let me jump onto the dropship flow as well. Let me show you from the very beginning again, the OM and inventory setup task, what we do, and what data we have created. I will show you from the very beginning again, right? So again, dropship, as I explained to you, see what was happening now in back-to-back buy. the supplier, RV supplier, was shipping to our warehouse, and from our warehouse we were shipping it to the customer, isn't it? But in dropship, we will not receive the order from supplier. Supplier will directly ship it to the customer. Okay, so let me go from the very beginning. So enable opt-in feature is same. Those two features only I've shown you, right? In order management, dropship we need to enable. So dropship we don't need to enable in for back-to-back buy. Dropship we need to enable only for the dropship flow. And in the procurement offering, customer order enabled, which I showed you as a second feature. So that needs to be enabled for both of these, back-to-back buy and dropship, so that the order management can take help of procurement to fulfill the sales order. So in this sales order, in this, let me see if I can show you something else as well. If there is anything that I'm missing or not, let me just see before I jump on to the next topic. Supply order number I have gone, fulfilled. Let me go to the purchase order number. Let me see if I missed out anything in the PO, any minute detail which I would have told you. Okay, no, these are same. Okay. So this task is same in dropship as well. And the second one is exactly the same. These rows and data access we need to assign it to the user along with the regular rows. Then create an item and assign relevant item attribute. So let me take you to this task again. So for the dropship, right, I have created the item RV monitor DS. DS stands for dropship. So this is one new item I have created. So let me take you to the item management page again. Product management again. Go to product information management. And go on the right. Same thing. Manage items. We have already created this item. What is the item name? RV DS. Where is DS here? RV monitor DS dropship. Go there. So the exact same, things. The only thing is for sales and order management, we do not need to enable back to back because this is a dropship order flow, right? So even if you enable, nothing will happen. But I'm just telling, like, you don't need to enable this attribute. All other attributes are same. Like we had defined, when we created our first item. If you see that video, all the other attributes are same. And I've associated it with two orgs as well. But this will not matter because this is a dropship and we're going to fulfill it from a supplier. So this is taken care of. Pricing list. Yeah, so again, I have added this item in the pricing list. Same way. Let me go there. Where is our order management? Here, pricing administration. Go to RV2 price list. This is our price list. Click on line type by and click on search. Here it is, RV monitors DS. So I've just clicked on plus, added our new item after creating it and given the charge of 700. Yeah, so that's it. So this is a sales order price, 700. Now in the earlier setup, create an item. Let me go to that page again. So I think Missy, you were asking that question, right? So let me go to that question, product information management. Product information management. See, since this is again a buy item, right? We are going to buy it from a supplier. We need to make those purchasing attributes as yes and give a list default list price. Let me show you. RV monitor DS. See, so sales order price is determined by that pricing configurations, and purchase price is determined by, if you go to this purchasing tab, see, purchased and purchasable has to be yes, because we're going to purchase it from a supplier. And this purchase price is what is defaulting in the procurement, in the purchase order. So either you can do this or create a blanket purchase agreement. So we have done both. We have given the price here as well, and then we have created a blanket purchase agreement. So BPA will supersede this price. But if you do not want to create a BPA, you can give the price, default price over here only for that item. So that when we create a purchase requisition or purchase order, this price will be defaulted and it will not throw any error. So during the end, I will also show you the BPA which I've created. But if you, just in case if you do not want to have BPA, you can just default a price here. This is a purchase price, different from our sales price. Sales price is something at which we are selling it to the customer. Purchase price is at the rate on which we are procuring from a supplier. So these two are very different, right? So there is a place wherein we are making profit, right? Procuring for 100, selling for 700, 600 profit. Then there will be some capex, opex, and all that. Okay. So after doing all these, then order management parameter, same thing, which I've shown you. Let me go there again. Those two parameters only we need to give. Prepare for procurement and item validation org. Go to order management offering. Search for that. Item validation org we had already given in the very beginning only. And prepare for procurement. RB business unit and admin, same thing. So this is needed for both back-to-back buy and dropship. Then we need to run collect planning data so that these setups appear in ATP rules. Now we need to do the GOP setups as usual. So if you go to the GOP, order management, where is order management? Go to the global order promising and same humdrum fares. Go to manage ATP rows. RB ATP rule. Click on edit. So this is same. In the assignment, we have added our item, RV monitor DS. So this item will only appear after you run collect planning data. After you have created your item and done those configurations, you need to run collect planning data. Otherwise, your newly created item will not appear here in the screen. So remember that. So once we have defined our ATP rule assignment, we need to create a sourcing rule. So there is a big difference in the sourcing rule of dropship. We do not need local and global sourcing rule. We just need one global sourcing rule for dropship, which is this. I've defined RV sourcing rule global DS, and in that sourcing rule, there should be only one entry of buy from. It shouldn't be transfer from. It should only be buy from, and you should give your supplier's name from which it should procure. So that's it. It should have only one entry, then only dropship will be executed. And in dropship, there is only one sourcing rule, global sourcing rule. There is no local sourcing rule. And in that global sourcing rule also, you need to give buy from, not transfer from, and mention the supplier's name. So this is the only one sourcing rule we need for dropship. This is the rule, remember that. And then that sourcing rule, we need to associate it with the assignment set, our third task of GOP. So what is our assignment set? RB assignment set. Click on edit. Where is our DS? Here it is. So see, we have associated this with our item. Only one entry is there, RB monitors DS. And RB sourcing rule global DS. That's it. For all other items and for all other flows, we were associating our item with two flows, right? With the global sourcing rule and then item and or combination with the local sourcing rule. Over here, it's just one global sourcing rule. That's it. So this is a major difference. So this is one. Okay. Then administrator profile values, we have already seen our assignment set is there, right? Then comes the most important setup, dropship financial flow. So this setup is the only one which was not there in back-to-back buy. Dropship financial flow. So let me explain you the setup. Go to setup and maintenance. And I've created my dropship financial flow known as RV. So let me explain you this. Yes. So now this is what we need to define for the dropship to work. So the very first thing is name and description. So we can give anything. This is the free text field. Now the supplier ownership change event. So over here we have two entries. So you cannot see it now because I've already created. One is ASN from supplier, advanced shipment notice from supplier. So see here what happens is supplier ships it to the customer, right? And how do we know if if he has shipped it or not? So he sends us something known as ASN, advanced shipment notice. And through that we come to know that the shipment has happened. And then the ownership changes from the supplier to our organization. The who should be accountable to the customer. So as soon as the supplier ships it and he sends us a ASN, the ownership changes from the supplier to us. Then in the down, you are seeing selling BU. So this is our business unit only, right? RB business unit. We are the one who is selling it to the customer. Then receiving trade organization. So where am I going to create a logical receipt? I'm going to create a logical receipt over here in RB inventory org1. So logical receipt means we are not receiving it from the supplier, but we are recording it in our system. And receiving BU is the same, right? RB business unit only. So these few things we need to give over here. That's it. So this is one compulsory setup in order to implement dropship. So we just need to give our business unit name and our org name in which we are going to receive it. So US1 legal entity and all will auto-populate because we had given it at the time of creating a BO. So these things will auto-populate. So that's it. Then manage transit times. So again, there is a new addition over here. So what is the addition? Let me show you. So let me go to that task, manage transit times. Yeah. So now what are we telling over here? We are telling that the supplier will directly transfer to the customer, right? So how will GOP calculate the schedule arrival date after the ship date? So we need to tell the system that how many days it takes for a supplier to transfer it to the customer. So RV supplier address, RV supplier to the customer's address. It takes 5 days. So we have told the system that. So on the basis of this, in the dropship order, it will calculate the schedule arrival date. So suppose if I ship today on 22nd, then it will arrive at the customer's location on 27th. So that is how it will calculate the schedule arrival date for the dropship orders. Okay, so that's it. So these are some of the all the setups we need for dropship from the order management, inventory, and product information management perspective. That's it. So now let us create one dropship order and let me show you the end-to-end flow with this new item. So where is my order management page? Go to order management, create order, and give the same things. RV to customer, RV order type, Now our item is RB monitor DS. So choose that. DS means dropship. Where is my new item? Here it is. RB monitor DS. Choose that. The price is 700 coming from that price list. Add our new item. Then go to the second tab. Request date. Let me put 23rd. Shipping method and all is okay. Shipping tab. FOB I will give. RB destination. All others okay. Supply tab. I'll leave it as blank. Then in the third tab, bill to contact, I'll just populate Alex Haley, the customer contact, RVNet 30. Okay, that's it. So now let's see how GOP will sequence this order, how it will fulfill this order. I mean, click on submit. And let's see how dropship order flow looks like. Copy this sales order number, go to my page. So after this, I will show you one more flow of dropship of how to have dropship even without GOP. So this is with the help of GOP, right? We are scheduling a dropship. We have done the GOP configuration. Now for normal items also, if you want to do dropship without GOP, how you can achieve that? That also I will show you after this flow. Okay, this is click on OK. Now quickly I will go where? Switch to fulfillment view. Actions, switch to fulfillment view. Go to our process number, click there. Go to orchestration plan quickly. What is happening? Click on refresh. So see, we have only these three things: schedule, procure, invoice. So now it is scheduled. Now the procurement has started, which means we have started the procurement from the RV supplier. Go to fulfillment line, come down. You can see drop shipment tab has come. It has never come before, right? So for this it has come, and it is telling us who is the supplier, from whom we are going to pick it up, who is the requisition organization, who has ordered this, and requisition is created. The requisition is already created, right? So click on refresh, and in a while it will also create a drop shipment PO from this requisition, auto create through the touchless buying procurement configuration. And if I go to the orchestration plan again, let me see the status now. Yeah, see, it is telling us requisition created. So in a while, the PO will also be created from this requisition. The buyer and all these information will come in the under the dropship. So see, our GOP configuration of sourcing rule of dropship is working. And yeah, you can see the scheduled ship date is 23rd. What is the scheduled arrival date? 5 days after the ship date. The exact date what we had defined in the transit times. Like it takes 5 days from RV supplier to RV to customer. And it is calculating on the basis of that configuration. Click on refresh. Yeah, so wait for a minute or so. Then it will create a PO also. Then I will show you the subsequent flows. It takes a minute or two. Requisition created.
Raj, sorry to interrupt you. We have considered only transit time. Suppose if there is a procurement data, does this GOP considers even that too?
Can you repeat it? If there is a procurement
Procurement lead time.
Procurement.
This is only transit time.
Okay.
Yeah, supplier needs some time to manufacture.
Yeah, no, it does not consider that. See, so this is telling you beforehand, right? So the supplier has not started. So now when you receive it, you can even see the received information. Like now it is showing us 28, right? But when we receive this purchase order, right, or when we create a logical receipt, then that date would be different. The ASN date would be different. So that also you can see when it was actually shipped to the customer. As per the ASN, the supplier sends us. So this is just the initial dates as per our transit time configuration, the schedule arrival date. But the actual dates, we can see it, right? When we receive a ASN from the supplier.
But we usually keep the lead time in the item itself, right? Sometimes we mention the lead time.
So in that case, you can define your transit times accordingly, or you cannot define your transit time.
Okay.
Yeah, you can skip the transit time configuration for this GOP dropship. Then it will not show anything, right?
Yeah.
So this is just the initial estimation that it usually takes 5 days for a supplier to ship it to customer. This is the distance. The business knows it, right? To give them that information that it will take approximate 5 days. But what would be the actual date, that we will come to know through the ASN, through the advanced shipment notice.
Yeah.
Okay, so click on refresh. Requisition was created. Now what is the status? Oh, great. So now you can see the drop shipment PO also is created. And the buyer information is also coming. So let me take you to this PO and show you how it looks like. Go to home screen. Go to procurement. Go to manage orders, purchase orders. And go to manage orders. And search your order. So this is my purchase order which was created. Click on that. So let it open. Yes. So this is the usual purchase order which is created. You can see the requisition number as well. And if you see this, what does it say? This is a third party location. So that means the supplier is not going to ship it to us. In back to back buy, they were shipping it to us, right? In this case, they're directly shipping it to the customer. So that is why it is, you can see a blue color thing. This is a third party location tag. And also in this order, if I go to view, show all columns, let me see if I can see something related to my order or not in the purchase order. So all these things are defaulting from the sales order. Order date is there. Auto. No, so the order, and if I click on the order again, let me see if there is something. Open order number. No, I cannot see anything with respect to my order management page over here. But yeah, if I click on refresh. Okay. But in my order management screen, I can see everything. I can see the drop shipment PO, requisition. So those information I can see, right? A supplier who is going to ship it. So now again, if I go to my orchestration plan, what is it showing us? Awaiting shipping. So what does awaiting shipping mean here? It does not mean we are going to ship it to the customer. We don't have to create a pick wave, pick release, pick confirm, ship confirm, like the way we have been doing till now, because we are not receiving the goods in our warehouse. So now what happens is the supplier has received this purchase order, right? So now he will ship the goods directly to the customer's address. And after he has shipped the goods, he will send us a ASN, which is known as advanced shipment notice. And then as soon as we create a ASN in the system, this will be shipped. And then it will be awaiting billing, and then we need to create import auto invoice. That's it. So only 2 steps are remaining now to fulfill this dropship sales order. So if I go to my, again, inventory work area, where is my supply chain execution over here, and inventory management, go on the right task pane. And under go to receipt. So this time we don't have to go to receive expected shipment because we are not going to receive anything in our warehouse. The supplier is directly shipping to the customer from his location. So we need to do something known as create ASN, advanced shipment notice. Click on that. And we need to enter our purchase order. So what is our purchase order? Go to fulfillment line. Where is our purchase order? Here it is, drop shipment PO. Copy that. Search your purchase order. Click on tab and click on search. So this is my purchase order. Select that, click on create ASN, advanced shipment notice. Then over here, the supplier will send you a shipment number, right? That this is the shipment number I have shipped it to the customer through mail or through supplier portal. So that shipment number you need to enter over here. Anything, CA456, anything. Then freight terms, shipment method, those things you can enter here. Shipment method, so it won't be RV carried, like anything. Packaging code, weight, weigh bill number, bill of lading number. So this is supplier's information. Supplier has sent you. Then these things, RV monitor, how many quantity was shipped to the customer? 1, because the ordered quantity was 1, right? If I go on the right, ordered quantity was 1. So everything is defaulting. You just need to enter the quantity over here and the shipment number. So as soon as you fill this ASN form and click on submit, this orchestration plan will go to shipped. This is awaiting shipping, right? This will go to shipped. So this is what we call it as creating a logical receipt. So by this we will be able to create a logical receipt and the status will change from awaiting shipping to shipped, even though we haven't shipped it. But we know that the supplier has shipped it to the customer, and through ASN, supplier is confirming to us that we have shipped the order to your customer. And when it becomes shipped, then we can, it will be awaiting billing, and we can easily go to import auto invoice and create a billing like usual, right? So now if I click on submit, yeah, so there is one error in this instance. So in this instance, there is a code error by Oracle for which there should be CWB patching applied. So ASN is not working in this instance, right? So that is why I'm not able to proceed ahead with our data. This error keeps on coming for any ASN that you create. So that is why I will not be able to show you the, the forward way. I mean, but all you have to do is after entering all this information, like the way I have entered, right? You just need to enter these two, shipment and quantity, and just click on submit. So once you click on submit on a working instance, that's it. This status will change from awaiting shipping to shipped. Then it will be awaiting billing. And then you can go to import auto invoice and create an invoice for it. So that's the only one step, which I will not be able to show you. The information I've entered is same. You don't need to enter anything else.
Right. This create ASN is done after the shipment is moved out from supplier.
Correct. Exactly.
So, which means we will be entering the same packing slip details and all what he has mentioned in his shipment details.
Exactly. So this is the supplier's shipment. ASN is the supplier's shipment.
Yeah. Do we send these details to anywhere, or it is only for our information?
No, only for our information, right? So see,
Information.
You can see this ship date, right? So suppose we have calculated our ship date as, see, as per the GOP configuration. Let me show you. That is a good question. 1 second. See, we are telling ship date should be 23rd, but the supplier, met up with some problems and all. So he can mention his actual ship date. Then he can mention his expected receipt date. So he can even change the dates over here. So this is as per the supplier's detail. Which day he shipped it to the customer, what is the weight of that, what is the shipping method, what was the comments, waybill number. So these all are the supplier's detail. He is shipping it to the customer. And he is just informing us through ASN, advanced shipment notice. So if we want, we can inform it to the customer that, this. So Amazon does a lot of dropship, right? You would have seen third-party deliveries, third-party vendors, wherein, see, everything we order from Amazon, it is not kept in Amazon warehouse, right? They ship it through the third parties. So they do all these three kind of flows: standard order, if they have it in their warehouse; back-to-back transfer, if they have it in some other warehouse; from that warehouse, it comes to one warehouse, and from there they ship it to us. Then they also do a back-to-back buy, wherein whenever they receive an order, they give it to their vendor. Their vendor ships it to the Amazon warehouse, and then they ship it to us. Then there is a dropship flow as well, wherein as soon as we order on Amazon, they tell to their vendors, and their vendors ship it to us. Right? Like one more case is Domino's, isn't it? Like suppose you order on any food platform on Domino's, who will ship it to us? Who will deliver the food? Domino's only, right? They usually don't deliver to us by Swiggy or Zomato or any food platforms, isn't it? So that again is an example of dropship.
Understand here the pick slip and other documents will be from the supplier end only. It goes to the customer.
No, there is no pick slip here. That's what.
The packing slip.
Yeah, from the supplier
Any
only.
other, from the supplier.
Yeah.
And there will not be any invoice.
No, there will be no. Along with the, I'll tell you. See.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll tell you. See, supplier. Yeah. No problem. See, what we are doing. Let me tell you. I understood your question. See, simple as it is. Okay, we have told the supplier. We have received the order from the customer, and we don't have it in house. So now we are telling the supplier to ship it from his warehouse directly to the customer. Okay. So we have created a purchase order that has gone to the supplier. You have seen the drop shipment purchase order, right? Now, through this purchase order, the supplier will this purchase order has the customer's details. So he will directly ship it to the customer. And in a way to inform us, he will create a ASN, advanced shipment notice. And he will inform us that I have shipped it to your customer. Now, as soon as I click on submit, this orchestration plan would be shipped automatically, and the invoice would be awaiting billing. So this is our invoice, AR invoice, which we will send it to the customer. That so we will receive the money from the customer. Now there will be one more invoice known as AP invoice, which is not part of order management, which is part of P2P cycle. So against that purchase order, there will be AP invoice, accounts payable invoice, which the supplier will send it to us, because we have given the order to the supplier, right? And the supplier is creating the invoice to us. So that is a procurement flow. Yeah.
Okay. So whatever the document supplier sends to the customer, all from his side only. That means on his packing list and all, he will be sending it to the customer.
Correct. Exactly.
On his list.
Yeah.
And after we generate the invoice, we will send it to the customer.
Exactly. And we will receive the money from the customer.
Yeah.
And supplier will receive the money from us through the procure to pay flow.
Yes. So on the ASN that we're going to be receiving from the customer, from the supplier, which is the link in this ASN that the purchase order, which is what I wanted to find out what is the link on this ASN that shows that it was that goods that we sent purchase order for, which had been delivered to the customer, but I can now see on the line level that it's got a purchase order number.
Okay, I'll show you from the beginning. See, so what we do is the purchase order is created, going to the supplier. Supplier has shipped it to the customer. So we come to this inventory management. We click on create ASN. Okay.
Yes.
We click over there. The first thing we need to give is the purchase order.
Oh,
right.
okay.
Yeah. So we come over here in the dropship purchase order is there, right?
Yes.
We copy that, we paste it over here, and we click on enter. Click on search. This comes. Then against this only, see all the details are there, right?
Okay, so we create ASN. Thank you.
Click on create ASN. Then shipment number, any number we can enter, whatever supplier shipment number is, E344, anything. Then how many quantities were shipped? 1. That's it. And if you want to enter other details as well, which the supplier has given you, you can enter and click on submit. So as soon as you click on submit, this will change from awaiting shipping to shipped, even though you haven't shipped it. The supplier has shipped it, but the system will understand the dropship flow, right? That's the magic of dropship. It will be shipped. Then this will be awaiting billing. So for billing, what do we have to do? Import auto invoice and it will be billed. That's it. Only 3 flows are there. So now I have shown you the dropship, and apologies because if I click on submit, this will be error because there is a problem in this instance. There is a bug through which none of the ASNs are successful, right? But if you create it in any other local instance, you will be able to click on submit, and this will be shipped. This will be awaiting billing. Then you can just import auto invoice and bill it. So this was one way, through GOP, through which we could execute dropship, right? Now there is one more way to execute dropship, without GOP. So that is also very important. Let me show you. Click on done for this. 1 second. Let me show you. Now we will take our normal item only. So what is the initial item? Before we began with advanced fulfillment techniques, what is the item we were using all this long for every demo? We were using the item known as RV printers, our first item, right? And this does not have any back-to-back or dropship flow configured in the sourcing rule. This has normal local and global sourcing rule, right? This does not have anything advanced. But there is a way without GOP through which we can have a dropship even for this item or for any item. I'll tell you without GOP. So let me create a new order. And we will take our simple item only into RV2 customer. Okay. Order type as RV order type. Now we will enter our simple item, RV printer, our initial item. So this does not have dropship flow configured in the GOP. Click on add. See, these two we had done initially, right? 185, 20, all that. Go to the second tab. Okay. Shipping. Yeah. Now, how do we make sure that this also follows dropship, even though there is a GOP setting and we want to bypass that? We want to bypass all the GOP or we do not want to configure the GOP. Then if you go to the supply tab, you have seen this tab, right? Supplier. So if you just click on this, hover around this, you will see one message. What does the message says? For a drop shipment, select the supplier. If the supplier supplies product to the warehouse, then instead select the warehouse in the warehouse field. So what does this mean? This means this is a drop shipment field. So no matter if you have GOP configured or not, no matter if any flow is configured, right? If you give the supplier name here, it will bypass everything and it will implement the dropship. So this is the way by which you can implement dropship even without the GOP configurations, right? So let me enter the supplier name. My supplier is RV supplier, and supplier site is RV site. That's it. Now we will click on submit and see what flows it takes. See, GOP configuration is for this is this transfer from RV1 or RV2, and both of those has quantities. Even then it will bypass that. This item, let me show you quickly. Not here, sorry. Let me before I submit, let me show you the configurations for this item one more time. Let me go to order management, global order promising. Go to sourcing rule. Yeah, the very first sourcing rule what we had defined. In the global, we are saying transfer from inventory org1. If no quantity in org1, transfer from inventory org2, right? And this item has, and let me show you the assignment set also for this item. And you can see we have linked our RV printers with this. Here it is with this global sourcing rule, right? And if I show you the quantity also in the manage item quantity, inventory management, inventory, I manage item quantities, RV printers. See, this item has quantity of 99 in inventory org1 also, right? Which is the first priority. And if I change the org, it also all here. Let me make it all. So it has quantities in both the orgs, RV inventory org1 and RV inventory org2. So ideally, if we leave everything blank, it should fulfill the order from RV inventory org1 only, right? As the way we have seen in the standard order. And the flow will be simple. Schedule, reserve, ship, invoice. Because we have the on-hand quantity. RV inventory org 99, RV inventory org 200. So it has enough quantities. But it will bypass everything. Once you give the supplier name here, it will execute dropship. I mean, obviously, you should have the dropship configurations, not the GOP configuration, but the other configurations, right? Like this one, manage dropship financial flow. And then the price list and all that should be there for any item, right? It would be there for any normal item. Just this configuration you should have. And if you mention the supplier, click on submit. Let's see how it flows. Yeah, let me copy that. Where's my okay.
Right. What was the quantity we are requesting for here?
One only.
So if we have it in the warehouse, in our warehouse or sub inventories, it will still go to the supplier.
Yeah, because we have given the supplier field over here.
Okay.
So this will bypass the GOP configuration. And it will implement dropship.
Okay, so it doesn't matter whether we can fulfill that supply from our inventory. It doesn't matter. Okay.
Correct. See, if you would have left everything blank, right, it would have picked up our warehouse only, like the usual O2C cycle of standard order.
Yeah.
But this is a way by which, even without GOP, or if we want to bypass GOP and implement dropship, we can do that. So let me see if it is doing that or not. See, till now, I always left that field blank, right? But today I have given the value to it. See, schedule, procure, invoice, dropship. And if I go to fulfillment line, see, dropship has come. And it will, in a while, it will generate the requisition and the PO as well for a dropship. And then against that PO, we will see requisition has come. Then PO will come. Then against that PO, we'll have to create a ASN, and then we have to bill it through import auto invoice. So 2 more steps. That's it. So this is how you can, there's one more way to implement dropship. Okay. So then, as I told you, after these two end-to-end flows, I will also quickly touch base upon a few of the procurement configurations. Even though I will not go in depth, because these are procurement configurations, and these configurations, if I go in depth, it needs a whole month. This is the
Mhm.
entire training altogether, procurement training. 2 months it needs, right?
That's
But I will,
fine.
yeah.
Raj, are you not going to teach? What is the final conclusion on the next class? Is it procurement or
No, that
invent?
next, yeah, that is still under discussion, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. But Tanmay will let you know. He will let you
Okay.
know. Yeah. So today I'll be concluding order management, and
Yes.
then we'll have a discussion. And as per the votes from everyone, I mean, he will decide.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll just take a minute pause. I'll have some water. Then I will touch base upon all the procurement setups. I'll show it to you, through which we are able to create a requisition and a purchase order, right? So this is a hands touch with the procurement module as well. So see, requisition is come, procurement dropship PO has also come, isn't it? Now if I go to orchestration plan, see it is in the awaiting shipping. Now supplier will ship it to the customer, and after he shipped it, we will need to create a ASN. Then it will be shipped. Then we need to import auto invoice, it will be billed. That's all, 2 steps. Okay, so just I'll take a pause for a minute. Then we'll see all the procurement setups as well. So now the time is 7:12. Let's come back after 5 minutes. Is that okay? Can we take a 5 minutes break?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
So we'll come back at 7:18 or something, 7:18, right? We'll take a 5 minutes break. Then I will quickly show you the procurement setups, because that will take 20-25 minutes. So
Thanks.
okay, we'll meet after 5 minutes. Hello. So is everyone back?
Yes, Raj.
Okay. What about Ramesh, Missy, Dheeraj? Okay. Okay, let me continue. So let me share my screen. Okay. So now let me go to setup and maintenance and show you the procurement setups as well. I will go to the procurement offering, and under procurement offering, let me refer my sheet. Yeah, so the very first thing is we need to create a supplier and a supplier site, right? I have created RV supplier, and that is what I was using in back-to-back buy and dropship. So in the other one, let me go to procurement. And the role which we need to create a supplier is supplier manager, which I have already assigned to my user. So go to procurement, go to suppliers. So on the right hand task pane, so you need to click on create supplier to create a new supplier. So since I've already created the supplier, I will show you the setups. I'll go to manage suppliers, in RV. So this is the supplier I've created. Click on edit. Yeah, so basically you need to give the supplier name, tax, organization type, supplier type. Then in the next tab, you need to give the supplier address. If I edit that, yeah. So where is that supplier located? City, state, country, all that you need to give over here. And address purpose is very important. If what is that address used for? Ordering means purchase orders, or remit to means creating invoices, bill to. Then after creating address, the very most important thing is you need to create a site, supplier site, and you need to link this site with a business unit. So this supplier will be able to create your purchase orders or invoices for that business unit. So you need to give your procurement BU, which I have given. I have given linked it with the address also. And site purpose is purchasing and pay. So this supplier can create purchase orders, fulfill purchase orders, and create an invoice as well. So I've given these things, and then under site assignments, I have given the site assignment as my RB business unit. So these are the bare minimum things which you need to give to create a supplier. And then contacts as well I've given. I have given the first name, last name, email, and the number, mail. Those basic things we need to give over here. First name, last name, phone number, email. Then you need to link your address over here. Then if you want to have a supplier portal account for this supplier, you need to create a user account as well. Click on, just there's a user account check mark, just click on that. It will create a supplier portal account if you have license. So this is a high level overview of creating a supplier. So this would be covered in the procurement classes, which you would be attending or which you would have attended. Then there is a configure requisition business function. So if you want to create a requisition with RB business unit, then you need to configure this task, configure requisition business function. So if I go to that task, let me choose in my RB business unit, which is our business unit, RB. Here it is. Click on OK. So you're able to see the screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So requisition business function is basically needed to create requisition, which we have done right for our order management. The entire cycle started with the requisition creation only. Then in this, the two important things are you need to give your default deliver to organization, which I've given RB inventory org1, and default procurement view, which is obviously our RB business unit. So these two you need to do for order management. Other things are optional, covered drastically in procurement setups. So for order management requisition creation perspective, default deliver to organization. So you can choose any of the two organizations we have configured, RB inventory org1 or 2, and then RB business unit as a default BU. Then if you want to create a purchase order with this RB business unit, you need to configure procurement business function, which is the third setup in our this thing, RB procurement, RB business unit. So go there. So see, the mandatory things over here is inventory organization. So what is the default inventory organization through which this purchase order would be fulfilled, right? So you need to give a default inventory organization. I have given RB inventory org1. You can even give 2 because those are the two we have created. And other things like defaulting purpose in a purchase order, payment terms, FOB, these are for defaulting purpose. Then buyer you need to give. If you are automating the creation of PO from a PR, if you're implementing touchless buying, you need to give the buyer name as well so that it can default in a purchase order. Then other things you can leave it aside. Yeah. And then if you are automating, if you are implementing a touchless buying, then you need to give this tick mark as well, automatically submit for approval. So as soon as the purchase order is created, it will automatically submit for approval. That's it. Other things, sourcing and all, leave it. This is a high level overview. So that's what even I have done for my, purchase order creation. Other things we don't have to go in depth because, these are the bare minimum things with which we can create our requisition and PO successfully to fulfill our sales order. Okay, then the next is procurement document numbering. So this is basically to number our requisition purchase order. So the numbers you were seeing on the order management, right? This was coming from here, procurement document numbering. So this has these many things, like you can name your purchase order, number your purchase order, agreement, negotiation, requisition. So let me just query that back again. And let me show you the numbers I have given. Determined value was RV. So see, for my requisition, you were seeing, right? Everything was beginning with RV, REQ, then 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this keeps on incrementing. So this was the reason I had given the prefix of RV, REQ in all the sales order. Let me show you the sales order as well again. Procurement. So that you will be able to relate. Order management, order management. See, in the dropship, you can see this requisition number, right? RV REQ10. So this is coming from this configuration. This is the numbering configuration we have given for requisition. And this number keeps on incrementing. The prefix remains the same. Similarly, for purchase agreement, we have given RV2. So I'll show you the BP as well. And for purchase orders, right, it is not on the basis of business unit. It is on the basis of legal entity. Let me show you for purchase order as well. Yes. So US1 legal entity. This is the legal entity with which we have linked our business unit at the time of defining it. During assign business unit business function configuration, which was the second configuration in building a SCM structure, right? So it is on the basis of legal entity. So this was already there, so I didn't do anything with it. So that's how our purchase orders are numbered. US is a prefix, and then this follows increments.
So, right, just a clarification. So numbering of the requisition is based on business unit, but numbering of purchase order is based on legal entity.
Exactly. Yeah. And if you remember, at the time of defining our org structure, in this task, assign business unit business function. Let me show you that task as well again. So this was our second task. If I show you the hierarchy, this was this assign business unit business function. So in this is a task in which we had linked our RB business unit with ledger and legal entity, right? This was the task, and these two were already there in the system. Finance team had defined it. Yeah. Okay. Then what's the next setup? Yeah, approvals. So see, requisition and purchase order got auto approved, right? The requisition was created. So what happens in an ideal P2P scenario? You create a requisition, it gets approved by approver. Then you manually create a purchase order through the requisition, and then that purchase order goes for approval. But in case of touchless buying, we do not want any approvals. So we have to configure auto approvals for both requisition and purchase orders. So that is why I've listed these two tasks. Manage requisition approvals, purchasing document approvals. So in both of these, I have configured auto approvals. I will quickly show you that as well. Manage requisition approvals. Go there. Go to this. This is the one, RB rule. So what we are saying, if the requisition view is RB business unit, automatic approve. Automatically it is approving. So that is why requisition got approved automatically and PO was created. And then if I go to purchasing document approvals, even the PO was approved automatically because of our configuration. RB rule. Here we are saying if the procurement BU equals RB business unit, action type automatic approved outcome. Then the next task was blanket purchase agreement to create a BPA. And BPA is needed to convert a purchase requisition to a purchase order automatically to implement touchless buying. because we didn't want, to get stuck. Like suppose if PR would have got created, then we had to go to purchase requisition, manually create a PO from it using a active document builder function, which we have in P2P. So we didn't want to do that, right? Because this was intended to show you the entire O2C cycle. So I created a blanket purchase agreement and I auto implemented the touchless buying so that PR can get converted to PO automatically. So now let me show you that BPA. Let me go to, where is procurement? Here it is, procurement. Go to purchase agreements. Go to manage agreements and let me query my agreement number. So what is my agreement number? RV1. Nice. Okay, RV1. See again this number coming from the document numbering. So let me show you that. So see, at the time of BPA creation, we give the buyer name, we give the supplier name with which we are who are the two parties, the buyer and supplier we give. We mention the site name as well. Then we mention the agreement amount. What's that maximum agreement amount? We have mentioned 1 million. Then if you want, you can mention the payment terms, FOB and all that to default in that purchase order. Then you can see I've defined all of my 3 items over here. B2B buy, monitor, dropship, and printers. And if I click on any one of these, like suppose if I click on B2B buy item, not here, sorry. Let me go to details. Yeah. So if you see, I have given the price as, where it is. Yeah, over here, 150. So this is a place from where it is pulling in our purchase order through this agreement. So I've defined agreement for this item, for this supplier and buyer, and I've given the price as 150. So this is a place from where it is pulling the price in the purchase order, which you saw. So this is an agreement. And to have a touchless buying right, you need to go to controls. See, I've attached all the 3 items and I've given the price so that it can reflect in our PO, purchase order. And if I go to controls, over here, we need to define our requisitioning BO, which is RB business unit. That's it. Then obviously the purchasing site, ship to location, bill to location is RB location 1 only, right? Then the most important thing over here is to automate the PO creation. PR to PO creation is these 2 check marks. Automatically generate orders and automatically submit for approval. So these 2 check marks are the most important to automate the entire process. So I've done that. I've enabled these 2 options. Other things are, as it is. You don't need to worry. So that I have done. So that is why the PO creation from the PR was automatic. Then where did it go? Yeah, then these 4 are the charge account, accrual account, and variance account configuration. So if I take you to my PO, let me query my PO. This is my PO. Let me open that. So this is where, order management touches hands with our procurement. So if I go to the distributions in this PO and I go to details, you see these 3 accounts, right? As we have it in P2P cycle, charge account, accrual account, variance account. So these 3 from where it is populating. These 3 account in procurement populates from these 4 configurations: mapping set, account rules, transaction account definition, and subledger accounting options. So let me quickly show you that as well, right? Let me open one more tab. So I'll just show you on a high level how it is configured so that, procurement. So I have not done the mapping set configuration. I've started with the account rules only. And if I go to manage account rules, search RV. So I've defined all the three accounts: accrual, charge, variance, which is appearing in our purchase order, right? So if I go to accrual account, I've just given a constant, like value type constant. I've given this account, and the same is populating in the accrual account: 101, 100, 24220, 24220, 131, 131. Same is populating over here. In a similar fashion, I've given my variance account as well, constant, right? Then I've given my charge account as well. Charge account, there's just one caveat that the first condition I've written source, it should fetch from the requisition charge account. And if it is null, I've given a constant. And the same is getting fetched over here. Then, as a next step, I need to link these rules in the transaction account definition. Transaction account definition. So I've gone there. I've created my own transaction account definition of RV tab. And in this, I have linked all the accounts which you just saw, all the account rules: RV accrual account, RV charge account, RV variance account, in all these 5. As simple as that. I've not defined any segment and all that. Created 3 rules with a constant, linked 3 rules over here. Then we need to activate this. That I have done. Created the account. Then I've gone to subledger accounting option, and I've chosen the ledger. My ledger was US ledger, right? US primary ledger. Click on search. See, so purchasing does not come. You need to click on search again. These are few of the bugs you come to know when you constantly work on Fusion. Purchasing now has come after clicking on search twice. So go to accounting options. And this is a place, transaction account definition, wherein you link your tab, transaction account definition, which you have defined. So I've given that over here. So after these 3 settings, these accounts are populating. Otherwise, it will throw error and PO will not be created, or PO will not succeed. So
Right.
these were
what did you do in the tab? I didn't get it, please. Sorry.
Okay. Let me show you. See, so first I created 3 account rules, okay, and I gave a constant value. Then we need to link these 3 account rules in transaction account definition. I created a new transaction account definition. This is compulsory, next step. So in this, you have these 5 sections, right, defined by Oracle. So, in front of all these sections, you need to link your account rules.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I have linked my account rules, what I just showed you, right? Those account rules which I created.
Yes.
Yeah. And then this tab has to be linked to that place. So in the subledger accounting option, which I showed you.
Okay.
So if you see in my sheet as well, you have to go in this order. So I have avoided mapping set. I've begun from here. Yeah. Then buyer assignment rule. So this is optional setup. Like, how is buyer populating on your purchase order? This buyer Adam Henry is populating right on my purchase order. Let me show you. So he is populating from the procurement business function only, but in order to make double sure, you can have one more configuration known as manage buyer assignment rule. So if you go there, let me type in my RB business, right? So this is how you can default a buyer in a PO, right? You link your requisitioning business unit, your supplier, to a procurement business unit and buyer. So this is how you can default a buyer in a purchase order. You give your requisitioning BU as RB business unit, RB supplier, procurement BU as RB business unit, buyer as Adam Henry. So this is how you can default a buyer in a purchase order. So we are creating a PO, right, automatically from a PR, purchase requisition. So how it will identify which buyer to default? So if you don't do this right, the purchase order creation will fail. The automatic creation. I mean, obviously you can create it manually, but we automated the entire process. So you can see in the purchase order, acquisition number is there, source agreement number is there, which I showed you, buyer name is there, everything is auto populating, right? Then the last setup was manage procurement agent. So this we have already done, isn't it? We have done in our training. If I see the data sheet, yeah, we have done the managed procurement agent for buyers. So you guys were asking me, right, when I created a procurement agent that day. So this is the need, so that this person can even create purchase orders, purchase suppliers and all that. So he needs a procurement agent access. So let me show you that as well. Go to manage, see, this is the procurement agent, which we had already defined for this agent. Click on edit. Yeah, see, manage acquisition is ticked, purchase order is ticked, agreement is ticked, then manage suppliers is ticked. These four we need for RV business unit, and requisition view also RV business unit. So we had already defined that. So through these configurations, these are the procurement configurations, what we had done in the background, so that we can create a requisition and purchase order on a high level, right? And I mentioned it separately, the procurement rules we need. And in the data access part also, I've mentioned it, right? That business unit data access is needed for these two, and for these two, procurement agent is needed. I mentioned it over here.
Okay.
Like I bifurcated the OEM and inventory setups and procurement setups. Yeah. So I just showed you on a high level the procurement setups, which we had done in the background, or I had configured in the background.
Okay.
And yeah, touched elaborately on OEM as well.
My last question, Raj, this Excel sheet now, where is it?
No, I will share it with you now. So this
Okay.
is a new Excel sheet for advanced fulfillment techniques. You can see the name, right? OEM advanced fulfillment techniques, back-to-back and dropship orders. So this, I will
Yes.
share it with Tanmay tomorrow morning, and he will share it with you guys.
So have you shared all the previous ones?
Yeah, on the previous one, yeah, he has shared. It is hosted on the website.
Oh, okay then. I'll go there.
Yeah. So that one is this. That one is this training, what we have been going through, all these.
All this way,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. All
That
this
will-
till the previous week, everything is there. This sheet is there.
Okay then. God
So
bless
you will find all the data sheet, whatever we have created, from starting from location till order attachment category. Everything is there. All these data sheet, right? All the order management parameters, transformation rules, orchestration process definition, everything, whatever we have seen till now, everything is there. And all the setups are defined in a sequential manner from the very beginning. And that is why I created one more sheet, which is the advanced fulfillment technique, because I didn't want you guys to get confused. Right. So this is one new sheet. Yeah. So any doubts till now?
It's been a fantastic journey with you. Thank you so much, Raj. Appreciated.
Thank you,
Thank
Missy,
you.
for the feedback. And yeah, Ramesh, I remember you were asking me for the order management questionnaire, right? So
Yes, Raj.
I remember that, and I have searched it. I will also, share it with Tanmay.
Thank you, Raj. That would be great. Yeah.
Yeah, it took me time to fetch that, so I have it now. I mean, I had to delete the client data and rename
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Right.
So,
It depends on the customer. So the
correct,
questions are important to gather the
yeah,
required information for the
correct.
implementation. Yeah.
Yeah, so that also I will share it with Tanmay, and he should share it with you all. So that is one thing, and this sheet also I will share. So these two things are there. So anything else? Any other questions?
Did you have any compilation of the most or the frequent faced errors during the order management implementation and support?
No, I don't have that. Most
Okay.
compilation errors. So this is basically to implement. For support, I mean, I don't have that.
Like warranty support, right? I mean, the first month or the first 2 weeks, you will do the warranty support after the implementation.
Yeah.
So you'll come across a variety of errors during the initial phases.
I'll see if I can find it, but I don't have a compilation as such, in an Excel or anywhere.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
just
if you have, any,
yeah,
yeah, I mean, that would be like we can have those list as a ready reckoner, so that we can also refer to that list if we face the same errors.
yeah. Let me see if I can find anything. But as of now, I don't have it. I don't have it compiled in an Excel. But let's see if I can find it from somewhere. I'll share it with Tanmay, that one as well.
Okay,
Raj,
Raj.
wonderful session. Thanks a lot. Very, very informative, and
Honestly, God bless you.
God bless you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot,
Come up
guys.
with
Raj.
more training.
Thank you.
Santosh, have you made up your mind what you want about next training? I think
Procurement, procurement.
God bless you. You're a star. Let's vote for procurement, please, from Raj.
Yeah,
It will
yeah.
be nice. God bless you. So we're looking forward to see you again on procurement, Raj, please.
Sure, guys. I will talk with Tanmay. Let's see how it goes and what would be the next session. So he
Thank
will
you.
inform you. And yeah, thanks for being the wonderful participants. I hope you have learned something new. So something
Yeah,
nice.
something great. A
Yeah.
lot
Thank you
of
very much, Raj.
great new things.
Sure. Yeah.
Thank
Thanks for the
you.
positive feedback, guys. I wish you all a very happy implementation journey in order management and in Oracle Fusion as a whole. Do well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hope to see
All
you
of
all
you,
in the coming training.
I hope to see you in the next class. Take care.
Sure. Same here. Same here.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.